We're live.
Yes, we're live. Say hi.
Aloha everyone. Welcome. Welcome everyone in the room and everyone online. Without Healing for Finances. Practice group with Master Gina, with Yana and me. There's Master Gina.
Aloha!
Sorry.
And Yana is
With the
working the
tripod.
camera tray.
Hi.
Sorry.
It's multi-purpose.
Yeah, so if you're online, please just type into the chat on live stream and say hello. We'd love to know who's with us. We also have Evelyn and Sarah in the room. Thank you for joining us, and we have a couple more people on the way.
Okay, wonderful, yeah.
So, thank you for joining us on our new page, new live stream page, new everything. So we're starting off a new chapter. We're sort of unofficially starting our new series of practice groups also. We kind of, Master Gina introduced it last Tuesday with the soul, heart, mind, and body of your finances. So we will pick up on that today. So let's open by saying hello, by calling in the soul world to support and guide and bless our practice. So sit up straight if you can, place your feet flat on the ground. If you can sit away from the back of the chair comfortably, please do that. You can take a deep breath. Place your hands, you can place one hand on the lower abdomen, one on your heart. Really connecting your soul, heart, mind and body, going inwards. Close your eyes, visualize golden light gathering inside your lower abdomen, streaming in from all directions, forming a ball of golden light in your lower abdomen. Take another deep breath and let it go. Relax your shoulders. Soften your eyes, your jaw. And another deep breath, let it go. For soul power, we will say hello to the inner souls, including the soul of our finances, and then the outer souls. So dear my soul, heart, mind and body,
Dear my soul, heart, mind, and body,
I love you.
I love you.
Please join as one. Come to my Ming Men point.
Please join us one and come to my Ming Men point.
And if, in case you didn't know, the Ming Men is the point directly behind your navel on your back. And then let us call in the soul of our finances. So dear soul, mind and body of my finances,
Dear soul, mind, and body of my finances,
I love you.
I love you.
I honor you.
I honor you.
And I deeply appreciate you.
And I deeply appreciate you.
I'm so grateful for having you.
I am so grateful for having you.
Please come, let us practice together.
Please
Come,
come, let us
practice together.
Please receive all the blessings.
Please receive all the blessings.
Please open fully and do all the practices.
Please open fully to all the practices.
So we can grow together.
So we can grow together.
We can learn together.
We can learn together.
We can flourish together.
We can flourish together.
And we can serve together.
And we can serve together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now to the outer souls, so dear Divine,
Dear Divine,
dear the Tao Source,
dear the Tao Source,
dear all our spiritual mothers and fathers,
dear all of our spiritual fathers and fathers,
dear Master Shah,
Dear
Master Shah,
dear all the healing angels,
dear all the healing angels,
archangels,
archangels,
ascended masters,
ascended masters,
Buddhas,
Buddhas,
Bodhisattvas,
Bodhisattvas,
Lamas,
Lamas,
Gurus,
Gurus,
Kahunas,
Kahunas,
all kinds of saints,
all kinds of saints,
saints animals,
saints animals,
dear all the Tao calligraphy
dear all the Tao
that
calligraphies
Master Shah has created,
that Master Shah has created,
and all the light beings
and all of the light beings
and blessings
and
and
blessings
treasures within.
and treasures within,
Dear the soul of Mother Earth,
dear the soul of Mother Earth,
countless planets,
countless planets,
stars,
stars,
galaxies,
galaxies,
and universes.
and universes.
We love you all.
We love you all.
We honor you all.
We honor you all.
And we deeply appreciate you all.
And we deeply appreciate you all.
Please come.
Please come.
Please guide and bless our practice.
Please guide and bless our practice.
Please help us to purify,
Please help us to purify,
heal,
heal,
and transform
and transform
the soul, heart, mind, and body
the soul, heart, mind, and body
of our finances.
of our finances.
We are extremely grateful.
We are extremely grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, for our sound power, just to open, let us sing the soul song of love, peace, and harmony for a few rounds. And we invite all the souls we have called on to sing with us. So let us start. We'll sing in soul language and in English for a few rounds. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. English. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. One more time. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace,
peace and harmony.
One last time from the heart.
Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony.
Thank you. So, have we heard from anyone online?
Yes.
I'm going to add some water. And everyone, if you'd like to take a sip of water at this time.
Do you need water, sir?
Good.
Do you have water in there?
Yes, and thank you. We have Vicky on the line,
Hi, Auntie Vicky.
Hi, Auntie Vicky.
Monica,
Hi, Monica.
Kristen,
Hi,
Hi,
Kristen.
Kristen.
and Steffi.
Hi, Steffi.
Hi, Steffi. Welcome. So, today we have a fun class where we're going to do a great little practice Yana and I recently discovered. Actually, Master Jimena introduced us to it. And it's found in the Power of Soul book. And it's about soul orders, which we had heard of before, but we hadn't really committed to our practice. And when we started a few weeks ago, we found they can be very powerful. Master Shah teaches us a lot of mantras, including love, peace, and harmony. And he says mantras are soul orders. What you chant is what you become. So in a way, every mantra is a soul order. But in this book, he teaches you how to come up with your own soul orders for specific issues that you want to heal. That's where it gets really powerful and fun, because you're writing your own mantras in a way. So what Yana and I have been doing, we've been using soul orders for our physical body, our pain or low energy or whatever it is, to transform it. We can give an order. We've also started using it for our finances, and that's where it gets really, really interesting and really fun. You can get creative with them. So when Master Shah offers a blessing, when Master Gina offers a blessing, or when we do a Dao calligraphy tracing for someone, we're clearing the blockages at the soul level. But what happens is sometimes, even the blockages are cleared at the soul level, we have our patterns in our mind or in our heart, in our emotions, that we go on repeating our old patterns if some of them are really stubborn or sticky, and then we go back to our old habits. And this is where soul orders can help us transform. So we break out of our old habits, our old patterns of thought, our old patterns of emotion, and we kind of correct them. We don't lose all the blessings and all the clearing that we've received, but we actually correct our patterns of thinking or feeling so that we can
Catch up on the soul.
Yeah, our heart and mind can catch up to what our soul, the blessing and the clearing our soul has received. And also we can start to create, because every thought, every emotion we have is creating our reality. So by changing our thoughts and our emotions, patterns, we can start to align our soul, heart, mind, and body, and the soul, heart, mind, and body of our finances as one. You wanted to say something about that?
Oh, it's just really amazing. So, hi, this is Yana. So it's really amazing. I have this pain on my left shoulder for like years now. I have received multiple blessings for it. Master David, Master Sha, Master Pam, Master Cynthia. Yeah, Master Pam with the first one. She cleared the pain in one blessing, and that was the first night I felt there was hope. Because before that, I had this for 4 years, and I've seen every possible therapist. No, Western, Chinese. Nothing was helping, and I couldn't sleep. It gets really bad at night, so I couldn't sleep. And then I just thought I was gonna live with it. And then until I met Master Pen, she cleared it. I think that week I had like zero pain. I was like, oh, that's how it feels like when there's no pain on it. Yeah, it was just incredible when you live with the pain 4 years. Think about if a person lives for, let's say, 60 years. That's not a very long life. Just 4 years can make you think that this is my life out of the whole 60 years. It's incredible how humans try to adopt the pain and just think that's going to be it. But since then, I just so hopeful. And then even though sometimes the pain comes back a little bit, I know I have to do forgiveness practice. And it's almost like a little spiritual alarm for me. Oh, you need to rest, or you're too stressed out, or you're going to negativity. Because whenever that happens, its shoulder starts acting up, and I do forgiveness practice. But what's amazing with this soul holder, of course, I still do forgiveness practice, but sometimes I'm driving, and it's hard to do forgiveness practice, while driving and sincerely doing it. So after we start doing the soul order, it's just like a thought of my body soul orders. This is a nod to transform and heal. I just think it once, and I could feel it started subsiding.
Wow.
It was that fast. And I realized why is it so fast? Because we're so blessed. We're Master Sha's student. Yeah. Because we're even if you're just like the first level of divine healing hand healer, your soul standing is very different from the person who's not. And when your soul standing is higher, the blockages gets clear really quickly. So when we have an intention, especially the intention is a soul order. It's like it just happens right away. Yeah. So it's just quite amazing. That experience made me even more grateful for being a divine healing hand healer, and then have received so many blessings from Master Sha, because I think that's what it is, the soul order. Not only we're having our own soul's power, we're having a divine soul's power with our soul when we're healers. And when we're reading through Master Sha's book, of course every book is blessed. So if you actually have the book with you and read that line, it's also I have experience with just reading the line. Because I was purifying, I couldn't even remember what the word is. So I just look at the line. And just because looking at the line and think about it, and it also happens. And it's just one line. There's nothing else to remember. It's just one line. And I was going to share something else, I forgot. But I think this is very powerful. And like Sunny said, it's just, you can really be creative about it. You can use it in so many different aspects. We're thinking that, okay, I have this negative mindset about, for example, something, finance, for example. And you think, how would I ask my soul to order to transform that? So it gets really interesting and very fun. So Sunny is going to lead the practice, yeah.
Okay. Master Gina, would you like to just a little small teaching on how this works with the soul leading the heart leading the mind, because that's when people can understand that, they can know how soul orders would work.
Okay.
Master Sha's such a core teaching, but let's review that.
So if you have your Soul, Mind, Body, Science System book, this one.
No, some people are saying there's no volume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will speak up.
And I'll increase the mic. Hi, I think it's Arcana. Wait,
Acacia?
wait, that's not Acacia.
It's not acacia.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's from India.
Oh, okay.
Archana.
Archana,
Archana, hi.
we're trying to increase our volume a lot higher. Okay, hopefully you can hear us better.
Let us know if you can hear us. I'll try to speak up.
Okay.
Okay. Master Shah and Dr. and Master Rulin do a really great job in this book of explaining, this is a soul, mind, body science system, of explaining kind of that order that Sunny was talking about. And ultimately, it all goes back to Tao normal and reverse creation. So we have the foundation, which is Tao normal and reverse creation, and we have everything else is kind of built upon that. So we have the universal laws of universal principles and laws. So we have the Tao normal and reverse creation. We have yin and yang balance. We have 5-element balance, and then we have sorry, no, it's kind of in the beginning.
It's kind of in the beginning. You can find it.
Okay.
You can start it.
But basically, our soul is the boss. So we used to have this, in The Secret, The Secret, the movie that came out that was based on the woman that wrote the documentary, The Secret. She got the idea to do that documentary to interview, I don't know, like how many people, maybe like 20 people from around the world.
It's 28.
Okay, so it starts on page 28, Soul Orders. Because she read a book called The Master Key System. This is what I remember. I could be wrong. You can correct me. But she read this book called The Master Key System. And basically, that book was written probably maybe in the 1920s or earlier. And so from even before then until now, basically, we've had like mind over matter. And until Master Guo and Master Shah, about 25 years ago, started introducing soul over matter. And it was only after Dr. Shah came to the United States and Canada and Australia and Europe that he was able to start to express Master Guo's ideas. Even though Master Guo had always been working at the soul level since he was 9 years old, he was never able to express it in China because even just doing Qigong in his clinic, it was too much of a threat to the establishment, and they ended up closing Master Guo's clinic, and he was imprisoned because he was empowering too many people to heal themselves and to have that relationship with, oneness, really. I mean, he could never say soul or God or anything like that. So we have soul message, heart message, mind, energy, and then matter. So basically, everything begins at the level of our soul. So when we send an order from our soul, it can work on all these different levels. So it can work on the Shen, which is soul, heart, and mind. It can work on the Qi, which is the energy flowing through our body or our finances or any aspect of our life. And the Jing, which is the physical matter or the physical manifestation of our virtue, which is money. And then we have our heart. So our heart is considered the emperor of all of our other organs in our body. So we can ask our heart to send an order to our liver, for example. But you can't do it the other way. You can't ask your heart to send an order to your soul, because the soul is the boss. So you can have your soul send an order to your heart. You can have your heart send an order to your liver. But you can't have your liver send an order to your heart. So you have to know, what the hierarchy is that's going on here. Does that explain it briefly? Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So we will practice with soul orders from the Power of Soul book. Now, if you have a copy of this book, the whole teaching on soul orders starts on page 81, but if you don't, just follow along with us. So your soul can give an order to your heart, to your mind, to your body, because like Master Gina explained, soul leads the heart, heart leads the mind, mind leads energy, energy leads matter. That's just one of the fundamental teachings of Master Shah, and that's like the natural process, the natural way that things go. So there are many examples of soul orders. Master Shah starts with physical healing, of course, because that's something you can try and you can feel immediately. We're going to apply it to our finances. So there are two ways to do it. Your finances have a soul, heart, mind, and body. So one way is you ask the soul of your finances to heal your finances. Because within your finances, the soul is the boss. And we can ask the soul of our finances to transform our finances. That's one way. The other way is, because we have our own, we're carrying these negative mindsets, negative beliefs, negative attitudes, so these mind blockages, and we're carrying heart blockages, all the negative emotions about finances, the things that, closed our heart all the pain that we felt when we couldn't get the things we wanted, or we had to go without, or in any lifetime. All of that pain could be still, those negative feelings could still be carried. So our soul, which Master Shah calls my body soul, is how he refers to it, can send an order to our heart to transform those negative feelings. Our body soul can send an order to our mind to transform the negative thoughts. And this is actually a pretty powerful practice. So when, for example, anxiety comes up around money, or worry comes up, or fear comes up, or anger or irritation comes up, all those are emotions. When our negative beliefs come up and our mind starts going crazy and thinking, well, this is not possible, that's not possible. So all of those things can be transformed by the soul. It's that simple, because your soul is the boss. So the first one, and again, we were just playing around and coming up with our own soul orders, but
they work.
They work. The system is so simple that they work. So if anyone has any specific issues, you can, in the room or online, what would you like to transform? We can create something, or we can use one of the ones that we already played with. Any negative thoughts or emotions, anything?
Finance?
Yeah, regarding finances, any one specific?
My throat? Is that what you mean, physical?
No. Thoughts or feelings? Thoughts or feelings.
Like, for example, what was I just stressed out about? Suddenly I forgot.
So for example, yesterday, we received, we bought something and we received reimbursement when we submitted the receipt, and that cash, $100, was handed to Yana. And this morning I asked her, do you still have the $100 with you? And she had a moment of panic because she didn't remember where she put it. But in that moment,
Oh, that stress was like
She
way
realized,
too much.
yeah, she realized this is out of proportion. The panic that I'm feeling is way out of proportion to not being able to find a $100 bill. That means this must be a very deep emotional and mental pattern.
Wow.
Because her whole body tensed up.
Yeah.
So when we find these patterns, so if you have any specific issues that you can think of, we can work on a soul order to transform.
Oh, okay. Like memory?
Sure.
Is that
like
appropriate?
like a
Yes.
memory of something negative about finances.
Like when you always, invocate in your own invocation, and I try to remember, I forget.
Oh, so you want to work on your memory.
Yeah,
Okay.
memory, yeah.
Sarah, anything?
But do you have a negative memory about your finances?
I try not to.
Okay.
I try not to. I mean, of course, but
Good.
I try not to. I try to relax.
Okay.
Okay, good.
My children did very good to me.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay, great.
Sarah, anything?
Well, I guess, relate to memory, I guess. Well, when I was young, I guess I had this experience where everything was taken out of from my family, I guess. So I guess I'm just afraid that happening again.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That fear is can be a big blockage.
Okay. Monica is sharing. My thought about increasing finances quickly to afford blessings from Master Shah due this weekend.
Okay,
So
but
she wants to transform
the negative.
negative of that.
Okay. Okay, so a negative expectation or fear. That also kind of comes back to fear. So let's say fear. Anyone else? If you have, otherwise we'll just start by working on fear.
Fear is fine.
Yeah. Great. So.
And actually, it's related to your memory too.
Okay.
Yes, it can block your, because the kidneys, can block the functioning of the brain. So let's work on fear. Let's write a soul order to transform our fear. And fear is in the emotional body. So we can say, my body soul orders my heart and mind. Let's include the mind, so we cover all the bases. My body soul orders my heart and mind to transform my fears about finances to trust. When we want to transform something, it's better to give what you want to transform it to. So my body soul orders my heart and mind to transform my fear about finances into trust. Okay? So let's repeat that. My body soul orders my heart and mind to transform my fear about finances to trust. My body soul orders my heart and mind to transform my fear about finances to trust. My body soul orders my heart and mind to transform my fears about finances into trust. My body soul orders my heart and mind to transform my fear about finances to trust. My body soul orders my heart and mind to transform my fear about finances to trust. My body soul orders my heart and mind to transform my fear about finances to trust. How? Just in saying that 5 or 6 times, notice how you feel. In your body, notice how you feel in your emotions, in your mind. me, I just started to feel a release coming out from my sixth center, my heart chakra, like things were being pulled out and my back straightened up. Like I was slouching a little bit, but my posture changed. My shoulders relaxed. Notice what it felt like for you. We only chanted 5 or 6 rounds. So let's chant a few more and then we'll all share.
My body, soul, orders my heart and mind to transform my fears about finances to trust. My body, soul, orders my heart and mind to transform my fear about finances to trust. My body, soul, orders my heart and mind to transform my fear about finances to trust. My body, soul, orders my heart and mind to transform my fears about finances to trust. My body, soul, orders my heart and mind to transform my fears about finances to trust.
One more time.
My body, soul, orders my heart and mind to transform my fears and about finances to trust.
So check in again. How does that feel?
More relaxed, more trusting.
Good.
Yeah.
Sarah, you too?
Yeah, definitely more trusting.
Okay.
I feel like I'm taken care of, just even a little bit.
Good.
It's very empowering. So what I find is, like, even I don't remember the chant I did last time to transform something. The next time I'm like, oh, I need to, I'm having negative mindsets and I'm stressing out, or I'm like in the moment of panicking. And I just started saying my body, soul. And then everything calms down. Because, we're very habitual animals, human beings. Yeah, so because when you chant it a few days, it becomes a habit of your body and your heart and mind. The moment I say my body, soul, there's just a clarity. A window opens up in that moment of panic. Then you're able to just calm down and get the rest of them out. Yeah.
Because they listen. Your heart and mind stop to listen.
Yeah.
Whatever they were doing.
It's like the moment I say my body, soul. It's like
Yeah,
suddenly
they just okay.
your soul's always here with you. So sorry, I'm speaking outside of the frame. So my experience is like, our souls is always with us. But then when we're panicking, we like take our attention. Our heart is there, our mind is there, and the soul is just like, hello, I'm here, come back, come back. And then the moment I say my body, soul, it's just like, whoop, they're coming back. The mind comes back, the heart comes back. It's like, okay, what do you want us to do? It's just that moment, it brings a window open when you're in a stressful situation, or when you're just like not very clear on what you're going to do. But just the thought of my body, soul. I'm thinking about my soul. Sometimes I don't even remember to say my body, soul. I just say my soul.
Yeah.
It means the same thing in my head. So my intention is to connect with my soul, and that just keep all the scatterness come back right away.
You say my soul or my body, soul.
My body, soul, orders my
Yeah, so if you'd like to take notes, Evelyn is such a good student.
my body, soul.
But this is good. My body, soul orders my heart and mind to transform The formula is to transform blank to blank. So in this case, my fears about finances to trust. So the structure is my body, soul orders, in case you're working on negative thoughts and feelings, my body, soul orders my heart and mind to transform blank to blank. So first blank is whatever negative pattern you have, and the second blank is what's the positive of that.
And then sometimes I don't know what to transform to. I just say love, peace, harmony.
I think
that pretty much does everything.
Yeah,
It's so fast.
if you can't think of what the positive emotion is, love, peace, and harmony always brings. So, how's everyone feeling? If there's any online sharing messaging?
So,
I just feel really like I was saying. I feel really like my whole body can breathe. Like I have more space in my body. It's very interesting. Yeah, I feel like in my message center, like I can feel like tingling in my like heart chakra area.
wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
I feel very calm, which is how you want to feel about your finances always.
Yeah, the wonderful thing about this, what we found about soul orders is, in the past I've listened to subliminal audio, especially I've listened to ones about, clearing negative thoughts, about attracting more money by changing your subconscious thinking. So when I started using soul orders, it works like subliminal messages, but it works so instantly and powerfully because your soul is giving the order. The subliminal messages are working on the subconscious mind, which works, but it kind of works over time. Here, because it's coming from your soul, it works faster. It instantly takes you out of that negative thought, and then that alone has a healthier effect, healing effect on your finances, because the longer you stay in the negative thought, the more harm you're doing to your health, your finances, whatever it is. So even for a moment, like Yana was saying, it pulls us back, brings us to center, to love, peace, and harmony. So it stops that cycle of creating more harm than good. So Monica says, wow, so powerful, high vibration. Thank you so much. And this is just coming from our own souls. It is pretty powerful. Steffi says, very powerful. Thank you so much. Feeling more at peace. And Steffi also shared, I also feel I have a lack of openness to financial abundance. And thank you for sharing that, Steffi, because that's going to be the second practice that we do after we finish the sharing. The openness is great. It can be a powerful blockage, but it's a great thing to transform. Monica says, my heart became like feeling so much power that came from the vibration when my soul spoke. That's powerful. Crystal says, the second time we chanted, I felt more relaxed and felt warmth in my message center. Great.
Crystal wanted to transform something earlier, she
Oh,
said.
okay. We can go back to Crystal, negative mindsets and fear. Okay. So we'll work on negative mindsets next. We worked on fear. So if anyone did take notes about the fear, soul order, if you need, we can type it again, but just let us know if you need us to say it again or type it again. And Sharon Tubergen says, hello, Yanan and Sunny, I'm so grateful for this practice. So, a few people mentioned, either negative mindsets or, not being open to financial abundance, and that's a powerful blockage to transform. So we can write a soul order to transform that. And I was just thinking about this today, in fact, so it would be a good one for us to practice. So let us relax, get into our body power again, place your feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight with your back away from the back of your chair if that's comfortable. Bring your mind back into your lower abdomen, into your Ming Men, which is right behind the navel. And visualize the golden light there. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders if you need to move them back and down. You need to turn your head or neck sideways, get all the body blockages out of the way. And then let us address those negative mindsets through a soul order. And we'll do more than just address the negative mindsets. Master Shah teaches that the soul sends a message, the heart receives the message. If the heart is closed, it's not going to receive the message. Then, if the heart is open, it passes the message to the mind. If the mind is closed, it's not going to process the message. So the next soul order is basically asking our soul, our heart and mind to open to receiving more financial abundance. So basically to open to that message of financial abundance in our lives. So my body, soul orders my heart and mind to open fully to receive financial abundance. So let us chant this one. My body, soul orders my heart and mind to open fully to receive more financial abundance. My body, soul orders my heart and mind to open fully to receive more financial abundance. My body, soul orders my heart and mind to open fully to receive more financial abundance. My body, soul orders my heart and mind to open fully to receive more financial abundance. My body, soul orders my heart and mind to open fully to receive more financial abundance. My body, soul orders my heart and mind to open fully to receive financial abundance. My body, soul orders my heart and mind to open fully to receive financial abundance. My body, soul orders my heart and mind to open fully to receive financial abundance. My body, soul orders my heart and mind to open fully to receive financial abundance. How? So check in. And notice how this feels. How does this feel in your heart, your mind, your body? How are you feeling it?
I feel good. I always wondered, how do you open your heart and mind? So thank you.
This is one way.
The soul of my
body.
Soul to open.
Orders my heart and mind to open. This is one way to do it. There are many, many ways.
Yes.
But sending an order from your soul is like a starting point.
Right.
When you receive a blessing from the divine channel, that's a very powerful soul order because it's coming from the divine.
Mm-hmm.
This is coming from our soul.
Mm-hmm.
You could chant this again and again, but when you receive a divine service, a calligraphy blessing, a crown chakra blessing, a divine order, that's bigger than a soul order because it's coming from the divine or the Tao. But the idea is the same. It's sending a very powerful message to not ask, but to order your heart to open and your mind to open. But this is something you can do day in and day out.
Especially when you know the soul is the boss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sarah?
I feel more clear in my head, and then I feel like I was more loving towards others. I don't know, I just feel like
Great.
more loving.
Great. That's powerful because that's your heart opening. You feel like more love towards others. So, if you have any sharing on the line, we can read that.
Many.
And if you want to take notes, then you can, in the meantime, I can write this down. And those online who are taking notes also, my body, soul, orders my heart and mind to open fully to receive financial abundance. For me, it felt like almost a channel opening up, like a space opening up. Was that your experience?
I feel much more expansive. And I noticed that I was like yawning, and that, like, there's no reason for me to like feel tired or anything. I don't have a lack of sleep or anything. I slept really well, and but I always will yawn and feel a little sleepy when things are transforming or integrating things.
That's amazing. Christine says, powerful practices.
Christine?
Kristen,
sorry.
Kristen.
Rojas. Kristen Rojas. And Monica says, wow, I'm feeling like everything is possible. Like more
that's
confident. That's the key.
That's when your heart and mind opens. You feel everything is possible.
And Steffi says, wow, this feels like a soul message from my head all the way down to my heart and message center. Thank you. Love you.
Oh,
I can feel like my whole, like my message center is like this big.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Wow.
Like I feel it in my arms and like my back and everything. Yeah.
Great.
I know. Everything just feels so smooth right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Monica also says, and my body is leaning towards my right side somehow.
Okay.
Does that mean something?
Interesting.
Is that like sometimes, like when I receive something really good, my body pendulum would just stay where it usually says yes.
Oh,
Yeah, so maybe the right side is where your yes is for your pendulum.
Well, also, if you're leaning over to the right, your heart you're physically making more space for your heart.
Oh, did you hear that, Monica? That's incredible.
So we have in Chinese medicine something called healing sounds, and they include motions. So like the healing sound for your heart is you stretch up like this, and you stretch your heart meridian, which is along from your pinky finger down to under your arm, and you stretch over to the right, and this actually allows more space in your body for your heart.
Wow. That's cool.
Okay, I'm gonna do that every day. While chanting.
Strong mind.
That's the body power now.
Okay.
Great. And others?
Monica says, oh, yay.
Okay. So we have a different kind of soul order. There's a second kind in this book which we can also use, and this one is in two parts.
Come back to science.
So in this practice, we will ask the soul of our finances, because within finances have a soul, heart, mind, and body. So we'll ask the soul of our finances to send an order to our finances to transform.
Oh my gosh.
But to be able to do that, first we have to give the soul of our finances the authority to send a soul order. So this practice is in two parts. First you talk to the soul of your finances, give it the authority to send an order, and then you say the order. So that's the two parts.
Where are you finding this example?
82.
Okay.
So on page 82, Master Shah gives an example with the sole of your back. We're going to apply the same thing to our finances. So wherever he says back, we will say finances on page 82.
Okay.
So for those who don't have the book, just follow along, and later on you can write it down. But if you have the book, it's on page 82 in the Power of Soul.
The hardcover.
Oh, the page numbers are different in the paperback?
I don't know.
I think they're the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because in our paperback it starts on page 82.
Oh, okay.
It's actually the same number.
Same page.
Same page.
Okay, I have both
You have both.
paperback and I think I have them.
Great. So on page 82, we'll just replace the word back with finances. So, dear the soul of my finances,
Dear the soul
To
of
the
my
soul of my
finances,
finances,
I love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
I
I love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
You have the power
You
You
have the
have the
power
power
to send an order
to
to
send an order
to heal my finances.
to
to heal my finances.
Please send an order
Please send an order
Please send an order
to heal my finances.
to heal my finances.
The order is
The order is
soul of my finances
soul of my finances
orders my finances to heal.
orders my finances to heal.
So that was part one. We've already given the soul of our finances the authority to send that order. And we have stated what the order is. So now we just chant that order over and over again. That's our mantra. So let's do that. Soul of my finances
Soul of my finances
orders my finances
orders my finances
to heal.
to heal.
What we can also do is you can change the word heal to flourish if you want. So we can go back and let's do the soul order with flourish. So let's go back to step one. Dear the soul of my finances,
Dear
Dear the soul of my finances,
I love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
I love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
You have the power
You have the power
to send an order
to send an order
to heal my finances.
to heal my finances.
Please send an order
Please send an order
to heal my
to
finances.
heal my finances.
No, that's in the order.
Oh, okay.
The order is
The order is
soul of my finances
soul of my finances
orders my finances
orders my finances
to flourish.
To
to flourish.
Okay, so now let's say this. This is our mantra. Soul of my finances
Soul
Soul of my finances
orders my finances
orders my finances
to flourish.
to flourish.
Soul of my finances
Soul of my finances
orders my finances
orders my finances
to flourish.
to flourish.
Okay, let's say that together. soul of my finances,
orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish. Soul of my finances, orders my finances to flourish.
Wow. How does that feel? How do you feel, sir?
It's fun.
This is
It
fun.
makes you feel happy.
This is a very joyful order. That's what I noticed too. It's like the moment I started chanting this, I just did it for like 2-3 minutes and I felt like just dancing, moving around. It's just so fun. This kind of soul order. Because it's like setting your finances free. Because what happens is our finances pick up on our own negative thoughts and emotions over the years. And they close down and they feel like, oh, I can't do anything. Because of all the negative thoughts that we have thought, they affect our finances. So they like close up and close down and they don't know that they really have the freedom. So by sending this order, we are setting them free. That's why it feels so happy. We're giving them the freedom and we're empowering them to flourish. Just go, flourish. Do it.
Just go crawl. I feel like
It's simple.
yeah, it's very simple.
So I noticed that about these kind of orders, and Master Shah gives a literal, like a very similar example of this on page 88, which is a great number. Soul of my business orders my business to transform.
Oh.
So you can apply this to your business. This also feels so much fun. These kind of orders where you're ordering the soul of your finances or business to flourish, to transform, to grow, they're very joyful. Feels happy.
We have a question.
Okay, question.
First, let me share.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, Crystal says after the earlier practice, she said, I felt very emotional chanting this, but in a good way. It was as if my soul was acknowledging that I want the transformation, and that's what brought me to tears.
Wow.
So beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you.
And Monica's sharing, thank you so much for all your wisdom, Master Gina, Yana, and Sunny. Thank you, Monica.
Master Shah's wisdom.
I know it's Master Shah's wisdom. Thank you, Master Shah. And I'll share the experience first, and I'll come back to the question.
Okay.
So Monica continues to share, my message center is tingling. Is it appropriate to add Divine Healing Hand to this soul order? And Crystal says, yes, it's fun. It feels very joyous. And Monica continues to share, Master Gina, I am yawning.
Great.
Okay. I feel, and Steffi says, I feel lots of movement in my message center. So much cleaning is happening. Thank you.
Drink water.
Yeah, and Sharon, I will type out the invocation. Just give me a second. So the question is from Archana.
Archana?
Archana.
Hi, Archana.
He's from India. She's from India, sorry. She asked, how is using soul order different from using divine healing hands?
Great question. So both those questions are related. What Archana and Monica asked, they are very related.
I have no idea. I don't know how to answer that question.
If you have divine healing hands, you have divine power in your hands. So when you use your divine healing hands, it's divine's power, healing power and order coming through. When you use soul orders, it's your own soul's power coming through. So, of course, divine's power is more powerful. But with soul orders, it's more... It's more engaging. It's engaging your own soul in your healing process. It's calling your soul, heart, mind together to work together to transform this. That's why it's more fun. It's more empowering. Of course, if you have divine healing hands, you turn them on. They're very powerful. But sometimes, because we're not talking to our soul, we're not talking to our heart, we're not talking to our mind, they can feel disconnected. And I feel the soul order practice is powerful there because it's bringing them all together. It's very engaging, like Mr. Gina said. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, and even Master Jimena, Master Jimena has been with Master Shah over 15 years. And Master Jimena, whenever we practice with her, she always reminds us to include our own souls. Mm-hmm. So she says, first thing when you wake up in the morning, say hello to your soul. Mm-hmm. And even, if you're not a certified soul communicator, that you can still communicate with your own soul. Mm-hmm. And that this actually helps to develop your own soul wisdom. So this is one way to develop the wisdom of your soul. And if you have divine healing hands, you can check because you can even ask your divine healing hands, your pendulum, how much will this practice develop the power of your own soul? And it's like this is really powerful foundational practice to build your divine healing hands practice on, because when you are working more with your soul, you're increasing the chi of your soul, and then your divine healing hands will have an even greater effect.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for sharing that.
That's a deep wisdom.
And especially for new divine healing hands, soul healers, if you haven't practiced enough, sometimes your confidence in your divine healing hands or your ability to use them may be a little shaky at the start, but if you do the soul orders, if you speak to your soul, your heart, your mind, that'll help increase your soul connection, your connection to your soul. That'll increase your confidence in your healing power. Like Master Gina said, you're connecting with your soul more, so they work together. Soul orders and divine treasures can work together very well. Was there another question or?
Steffi. Oh, that was sharing already. Archana says, thanks a lot for the answer. I would like to combine the two.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, and you know how when you receive a divine service and they, from a divine channel, and they do a soul reading, this 2-minute blessing saved you so many years or sometimes lifetimes of chanting. So soul orders and chanting, they work, they're powerful, we all experience them, but using divine healing hands or receiving a divine service can accelerate the same thing that we're doing with soul orders. So they work together, hand in hand. Both are. Powerful.
Sharon share. So Sharon share, I saw Lakshmi opening a treasure chest
Wow.
full of gold coins. She waved her hand and said, "This can be yours. Believe, trust, open your heart."
Wow. Thank you, Sharon.
Oh, that's powerful.
Sharon, that's a beautiful vision. Beautiful message from Lakshmi. Thank you. So for those who don't know, Lakshmi is the Indian, we say goddess of wealth, but she's basically a very high-standing soul in the soul world who can bless our finances. She's our connection to financial abundance in the soul world. Very high-standing soul. Yeah. Thank you for that message. Basically, the soul world is saying you can have so much, but if you open more, you can receive more. Thank you. Great. Any other questions? Any thoughts? Somebody wanted the invocation typed out.
I typed them in.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, but it's all in the power of soul, and it's so flexible because you can write your own soul orders. That's what makes us even more fun. Mr. Gina, do you have anything to close?
I just wanted to share a little financial blessing that I had this week. I was sharing it with Sarah earlier that I have one of my apartments wasn't rented out for this month, and I was starting to get kind of stressed about it. And I had even lowered the rate, and still nobody responded. And I had updated some of the pictures, and still nobody responded. And so I had a guest that was checking out the other day, and then this weekend, after we got done with our workshop with Master Diane and Master Theta, then in the evening I went over and cleaned the apartment, and so I just sang Love, Peace, and Harmony, and I asked Love, Peace, and Harmony to offer a blessing to the soul of the apartment. And then I did soul marketing with my Airbnb ad, and I didn't change anything other than I lowered the minimum stay, and I just had a feeling that I was going to get a reservation that night, and I kept the phone close to me, and sure enough, like at 4 a.m. or something,
Wow.
Yeah, Felix was like, "What are you doing awake?" And I'm like, "I have a reservation request."
Wow.
And it just was this woman that her parents are here on vacation, and then suddenly her dad had to be admitted to the hospital, and so because she's having an emergency, then I gave her a little bit of a lower rate, and she was happy, and I was happy that I got to rent the apartment, and her dad is happy that she got to come and help
Stay
her
with
mom,
him,
and so it's just, you never know like what just little gifts you could receive. And we've been doing a little bit of soul marketing in the morning at the end of our chanting practice in the morning. So I think just doing all these little things, practicing every day, and then us meeting weekly, it all comes together, in the end of the day.
It really does.
And another thing is I've been trying to figure out like how to manage my finances better. Since this is like, I really I wanted to make this the year that I, just kind of got like a better handle on things. And so I've been started to have this concept of like saving for when things, I knew my phone was going to have its demise pretty soon. It's a pretty old phone. So a while ago I just started this little saving envelope for my phone, and I just like every week I put like $25 in there. Then sure enough, my phone like completely cracked this weekend, and then I couldn't like really open it. And so when I went to the store today, I'm like, okay, I have like a couple $100 I can spend on a phone, and I didn't have to worry about it. It wasn't stressful because I had already saved the money for it. And like I know my washing machine is having some trouble, so now that's the next thing I have to like start saving up for. But just like being prepared, like I never had that concept before.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is the year to change the habits.
Yeah, just learn different things about how do we handle our finances. And,
And start sending order for that.
Yeah.
Dear my body, soul. How do you do that? Manage my finances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good order. I should do that.
Yeah. Like even like last year, like I knew that my car was not going to last very much longer, but I just like I was kind of panicking about it, but I didn't know what to do about it. I never thought of like, oh, maybe I should save money to get a new car, And so then of course the car died, and I was like, I had to get another loan to like have a car to drive, which is I don't want to have a loan to have a car. But, that's the way it is for now. But now I'm starting to learn that there's a better way to do it, which is, like, amazing for me. So, all these little ways of learning.
Thank you.
Well,
it's time.
Okay.
Monica has a share.
Yes.
She also has a story.
Story, great.
Yeah. So Monica says, yes, thank you so much, Master Gina. Soul Marketing yesterday opened heart of my cousin to contact me, and we did next step for my painting payment from him. Also, he said he will come for 1 week from LA.
Yay!
Wow, that's amazing.
Congratulations!
Soul Marketing.
Congratulations!
Okay, then we can close. Thank you everyone who joined us in person and online. Thank you for practicing with us, because when we all get together and practice, we just multiply the power and the healing, the transformation that comes about. So we all, get together and we make the transformation happen for each other and for ourselves. Thank you so much. So let us thank Master Shah, the Divine, the Tao, all of the saints, animals, all the spiritual mothers and fathers that we called in, including Mother Lakshmi, and everyone who came to bless and guide our practice. We thank the soul of our finances, the soul, heart, mind, body of our finances, for coming, for opening to this practice, for practicing with us. We thank our own soul, heart, mind, and body for coming to the practice, for really just opening to the new learning, the new messages, and for engaging, for coming together as one to do the practices. We thank the Power of Soul book, we thank the Soul Orders, all these teachings that we have received that are helping us, so simple and so powerful. And let us close with 3 times thank you, love you, and God's song. So,
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. Thank you,
everyone.
thank you.
See you Thursday.
Bye-bye.
Same time.
Bye-bye. Wish you